The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. For the most intriguing wrestling stories and info on independent shows in multiple regions, nobody does it like We Talk Wrestling. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro Wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the entire crew every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they bring their takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and news on the #1 fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Visit them at facebook.com/WrestleTalkPodcast and at WrestleTalkCast on YouTube and X.
All of us here show appreciation and love to our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation as well as protect and serve us every day. Thank you for all you do.
It's yours truly and the Gem City Mouth this week, bringing you all the thrills, chills, and spills from all the major brands of the past week. Plus, we cover NXT's PLE and the most iconic moments from the history of Halloween Havoc. It's all coming your way tonight as we present episode number 211 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast.
Welcome to the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. The show starts in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Welcome to the show. Buckle up tight. Off-cut Rick Ruby in the spotlight. Gem City Mouth Smith breaking it down. Best wrestlers podcast in this town. Blood and sweat in every word. Echoes of the ring, haven't you heard? Wrestling tales, raw and true. Podcast alive, bringing it to you.
Hey everybody, welcome to a special spooky edition of the party here. There you go, wake up phone. I'm trying to push you 3 times. Thank you very much. It's
Hey, look at that right there.
yeah.
Why does this name? That's the repost. That's the repost. Okay, so it doesn't. Ah, man. Zmiz posted even on the little thing says Zmiz is in the X chat. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still like to know how that X chat works, because I'll tell you what, a couple weeks ago we would have had it flown off the handles with the Invasion review and everything else, but
Well, that's why I was testing it to see if like our X viewers can ever chit chat with us. You know, sometimes they don't get to.
right,
but,
yeah, of course, yeah, we kind of need to check that out too. But this week, it's our last show in October, and of course we know what the end of October brings. It brings the HALLOW. I feel like I'm trying to do a Jeff Jarrett impersonation and I can't nail it.
Don't even just stop. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Oh my god, when I can spell Jello. But it's episode number 211 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, and we're here live. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby, of course, here along with the Gem City Mouth Zmiz. And I created this little scene here for us this week. And kind of cool what the things that you can find on the web, you know, by finding a way to carve our nice little logo into pumpkins. How nice.
Yeah, so like I told you when I was in the green room, just chilling a minute ago, I did not realize it at first. I was like, you know, the pumpkins are cool, but like, why doesn't Ruby have the like logo up there? And then I started looking, I'm like, oh shit, never mind. The pumpkin is the logo.
The pumpkin is the logo, right?
There might have been a little too many trees cut down before getting on the stream tonight.
Why are mummies coming out of my closet? No.
Bro, the kids and I went on a hike today. I'm kind of in pain a little bit from it because we did a pretty good trek through the woods. And so Zmiz partaked in a little more tree love because he needed it.
You love trees so much, you walk through them and then you smoke them. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It's more of a bush, right? But still.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to kind of bring this out here. Of course, it's our special little, Friday. Of course, is Halloween, and
Mhm.
and of course, yesterday was Halloween Havoc with NXT, and of course with TNA, and even with AAA. We'll get into that in just a moment. We'll get into that later in the show. But I because over the weekend though, I've had I've been in more contact with my mother as of late because um, there's not really anybody around the house. She truly has the empty nest feel, and end up getting her. She wound up getting a dog that's about like almost a 2 hour drive one way. So I had to, drive her and also drive back on what was it, Friday, and she keep because she keeps asking about. I'm like, hey, I got you this Halloween shirt, and I'm like, well, it's not Halloween yet. And they're like, you can wear it before Halloween. I'm like, yeah, I guess I could. so, so I'm doing another show again today. So right here, I don't know I forgot what I showed last week, but this is what my mom got me.
Stay creepy with Snoopy. Let's go. I'm just rocking Flash because I don't know where my I got your back Halloween shirt was. My wife gave me.
I got your back. well, which character was on that shirt, man? Was there any character?
No, it was just a skeleton that was holding another skeleton's back, and then the skeleton was on the ground. Yeah.
So I got your back. That's funny.
No, man, it's like Bob Ross. It's happy little trees, bro. Come on, Jason.
That gives off strange aromas, but that's.
I mean,
but that's neither here or there. But
dude.
What's up, Alan?
Have I told you the story? Hold on. You said it give off funny aromas. Okay, so my dad, we stop.
I was like, where's this going?
So when I was in high school, we went on a huge family vacation down to Florida. Okay,
yeah,
we stayed there for the Christmas vacation, all kinds of stuff. Well, we went to Epcot. Epcot has a ride called Test Track down there. And you go through and like they spray stuff. Well, one of the things they spray are skunk. Like the smell, like it smells like a skunk, right?
Oh, what?
so here's me, my dad's behind me. My little 16-year-old ass is sitting in front of him, right? And it sprays, and my mom's sitting behind my dad, and you see both of us go. Like that. My grandfather is in the car ahead of us. And my grandfather goes, what is that god-awful smell? My dad goes, that's heaven. I don't say a thing. And then my mom's in the back, say you're a stoner without saying you're a stoner. Dude, it was funny. It's one of my core memories of a good family vacation.
I'm glad I could trigger that for you, my friend.
but you triggered that because of what you said. So you had to go down that memory lane with me.
That's all right. I get that too, Well, like, speaking of.
Correction. I did, real quick, while we're in like this weird moment, I did pick up this $3 action figure. Mr. Crow and I like to get on TikTok occasionally, and I get in Crow's streams, and we share off our like nerd stuff. Well, he showed up like the crunches, so I got myself a Bobby Lashley crunch. Yeah.
All right.
He came with a barbell, dude. So yeah, now you just gotta make Bobby Lashley look like he's a boss and hold his barbell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bobby's one of my favorites. So
almost looks like a fugal stick. He could be an American Gladiator.
That'd be sick. But it reminds me, Crow and I were talking about like figs and stuff, and he had these new like squishy figs, and I'm like, nah, dude, those are kind of like they're like the Stretch Armstrong but wrestlers. And I'm like, they're not my flavor, dude. But he showed me that. And I'm like, no, I actually like those because it reminds me of these old figs they had. Like they had these micro figs. This is another Bobby in a micro fig that I had. I had him and Mr. Kennedy. They came with a ladder. I don't remember those two ever being in a ladder match together, but whatever.
Yeah. That was supposed to be Bobby Lashley. I would hate to see what Shelton Benjamin would have looked like.
Probably the same thing.
Yeah, that was like, Bobby Lashley on crack because he.
I mean, if you look at him close, it does look him, but it's like it's the Black Mr. Clean, really. Like that's what he looks like. Hey, that's no disrespect. Bobby Lashley's still one of my favorites, dude. Him and Shelton Benjamin and MVP are doing amazing stuff over in AEW right now.
I think that's going to be on my sound effect checklist is the low battery chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
Just say it.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
I know. And my ratings are going down. No, but no. As far as I meant to look here because, like I said, it's just you and I this week. Austin Cage is having his birthday weekend, and I wanted to find out.
Happy birthday, buddy!
Happy birthday. It was actually Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was Friday.
Some people have like a birthday. Some people have a birthday weekend. Some people have a birthday week.
Yeah,
then you got some people like, oh, it's my birthday month. I'm like,
Skylar's a basic white girl.
Crap. It's like, really?
I got a birthday weekend. Oh yeah,
it's my birthday all month.
What's up, Mr. Herb? By the way, very good commentary this week on SICW All Stars, sir. You guys. There big news out of that All Stars too, with our good friend, Mr. Glenn Williams, Big Nasty, is going to be debuting next week. Nasty Talk.
What?
He's getting his own talk show, baby.
He's getting his own talk show on SICW All Star Wrestling.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's
tag team champions with the great Super Assassin now getting a Nasty Talk. Brandon Barrett also cut a beautiful promo. There's a great 6-man tag match at the for the main event. Big Texans taking off Cannonball's head. Cannonball Matthew, I think I got that right.
Cannonball Matthews.
Yeah, took his head off. Like it was a good show.
Good. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Austin Cage was at the Colts game today, so that's why he wasn't going to try to make the drive from Indy back home in Evansville. So, but that's good because apparently the Colts wiped out the Tennessee Titans 38-14 today. So a good victory for the guy for Austin on his.
So he got a birthday win all the way around. We got to see the Colts win. I don't.
Until somebody in the locker room finds out and they make a big spectacle of it, Herb. So,
Well, they already know.
Yeah, And if it doesn't, I mean, it could be early. You never know. You're susceptible to somebody calling out your birthday early, too. So, it's all good. It's all good. Celebrate it while you can. So, oh, my gosh. And I had something else in mind, but I totally flaked out on it. But I think that's all I had. Other than the fact, so I didn't flake out. I've had a long 3 or 4 days. I've had a lot of things going on, trying to help with my mother and everything else, and it's literally I love my mother, but a little too much this week. But I just want to thank you guys. Last week, I want to let everybody know that ACW Super Show 3 Aftermath. That was, we've gotten hits like mad on Facebook with that, which almost puts it at near the top spot of our show of the year for 2025. So congratulations to those who've helped out.
Thank you, viewers.
Yes, especially all the ACW fans need to kind of chime in and just see what I'm doing, see what we're doing, and we'd like to kind of like to spread the word around of where we go with Falls Count everywhere, and so hopefully we'll do that down the line again, maybe in the future. You never know with the big show like that. So I just wanted to let everybody know that if Facebook alone just killed it, and yeah. But I got to retally everything that I've done so far this year, as far as like who's gotten this. But I don't know. From when I last saw, I thought Brandon Beretta got like the most views so
Oh, that
far.
was such a fun one.
Oh yeah, and that was strictly business, man. You know, it
Yeah.
is what it is, and also congratulations to SICW again on another big week. They had two shows. They had that private show at the Missouri Athletic Club, and where JBL was present and knocking the block off of Stephen E. Eventually, and then of course yesterday at Troy, Illinois, at their skate park, coming to big.
Where Cowboy Bob Orton blasted our good friend Glenn Williams and Strictly Business Brandon Beretta.
Yeah,
I saw the footage. I saw that footage.
yeah. You know, the teacher punches a student. What kind of guy is that? You know. I mean, Bob can still rough it up. So I don't mess with Bob even at this age. Yeah, let's so apparently let's talk about this here real quick. Abdullah the Butcher has been having some health issues as of late, and I don't know what rumors are going on about how bad he's gotten, but he had to cancel a couple appearances over this past week. And but he is in the hospital and he's hanging in. He said he's actually so he's watched wrestling last night. So Herb is in good contact with Abdullah the Butcher. So Abdullah the Butcher is still with us and doing fine, apparently. So that's good to hear. Um, yeah, and then I think like I believe Abby was at
He was at FanFest 3.
it was at FanFest 3, and I thought he was also at
He's
CAC this year. Remember right.
I want to say yes. I want to say I remember seeing footages of him and you and them all hanging out and stuff and doing stuff. So, if I remember right.
Oh boy, that's watered down. Whatever I just had, I should have had gotten a little bit something stronger as far as taste. Sorry. But no, guys, we've got a lot of things coming up. In fact, there's going to be, you know, well, let's see. You've got thanks was it Thanks beating to
Thanks beating to November 15th.
November 15th, and then
So at the Granite City Elks Lodge in Granite City, Illinois.
yeah, a whole big battle royal to
20 man
to determine the number one contender.
20-man Thanks beating over the top rope battle royale, Rumble style.
So the Super Assassin will be there. And,
No.
Yeah.
He's just under great tutelage. That's it.
You never know.
You never know. Why are you, by the way, I'm seeing this, and I'm kind of like perturbed a little bit. Why do you have rounded corners and don't have a word thing up, but like my name's up and I got square corners?
Well, have you seen my shape, sir? I am kind of a little bit rounded. No. No, honestly, this came with the scene that I chose here, and you notice that I can't even put my name up. So if I want to equal the shot with you in here, I'm going to have to put myself on again as a speaker and just
never
kill
mind
that.
Never mind. But no, so we have huge match with the 20-man battle royale. Big names are squeezing in. Jody Ultra just put out the challenge for Justin Poole to find a tag team partner of his choice, and Jody's going to find a tag team partner of his choice, and they're going to do Dukes because Jody's going to make sure Justin Poole does not have happy holidays. Let's just put it that way. That's Jody Ultra's words, not mine. Okay, that was Jody Ultra's words, not mine, Mr. Poole. So I got to keep respect because I like Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole's done a lot for AEW.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, there are holidays, Thanksgiving is a good holiday to feast on, get some bird, it's all good. It's all good. Love it. Love it, man. Yeah. I guess we can get into a conversation because I'm like, how do you prefer to have your turkey? Because I think I only had like deep fried turkey like one time, but it was actually pretty good. Actually, if you get the skin on and everything else, like that deep fried turkey skin, that's actually pretty good.
I'm not much for turkey.
Oh,
Just give me a good leg though. If I can get a leg, I'm cool with it. But otherwise, no, I go for the ham.
you can get you some good leg. Oh yeah, good turkey leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I like the big old turkey legs they sell at the fair and all that. I love those. Yeah, you can actually get some of those in the store too. So
Well, usually like the uncle or something took it, so now I'm a little bit more higher class in the family.
nice. Yeah, definitely love me a turkey. Definitely love the drumstick, man. Let's get on with I guess with the show. Right, there's a lot that happened this past week, and we're gonna review just a few things here from the major brands. That's happened on Raw and SmackDown. Then we're going to go ahead and get into Halloween Havoc and do some additional Halloween Havoc talk. And then we're going to recap off the night with a preview of Saturday night's main event, which is probably going to be short because we don't have much when it comes to Saturday night's main event. And I'm kind of deterred with that because it's like 6 days away and I still can't find hardly anything. I mean, I have found stuff, but I know you watch Raw and SmackDown's going to have one match added from each side again.
Well,
So
didn't Tiffany and Jade's match get added?
yes, it did. It did get added. So the fact it got added that night on SmackDown. So
Yeah, this SmackDown. So
yeah. So let's go ahead and get to this to start off, right? This was pretty cool. So the Judgment Day is dethroned. We got AJ Styles and Dragon Lee won the World Tag Team Championships from the Judgment Day. So after not defending their titles for 2 months, AJ and Dragon Lee just snatched them right out of thin air. So,
yeah,
when something like this happens, it's like there's got to be a reason for it because obviously AJ and Dragon Lee are not really known as a tag team. They just won the titles off of them, but of course these guys are two good workers. So, yeah, bro. So, does this set plans in motion for changes in the Judgment Day? Then, you think, Z?
well, I think we're going to start seeing more of the cracks form within Judgment Day. So we're gonna just more of that's going to happen, right? Like Liv's not even back yet, and we're going to start to see more of it dissolve. And I'm really pushing for the fact that this needs to be Finn finally bringing the demon back. That's what all this culmination needs to be, is him bringing the demon back.
Yeah, I mean, you would think.
Some way, somehow, and going from there. I love the pairing of Roxanne and
Raquel.
Like, I'm absolutely loving these two together, and I cannot wait for the triumph return of Liv to come and see that triangle circle, because we all thought it was going to be Roxanne kind of going after Dom, but it's been kind of the opposite. Dom's been doing his own little like thing, pissing off Finn. In all reality, where Roxanne hasn't been an issue to him, but like Roxanne and Raquel's friendship now has become like really buddy, and they're doing really good stuff together. So they're building that necessary storm. But then how does Los Americanos and those guys play into this eventually? I'm curious. I'm really enjoying the Judgment Day stuff. Anything the Judgment Day does right now, in my opinion, just turns to gold. And it's been that way for a very, very long time now.
And have AJ and AJ and Lee come up with a tag team name yet? Of course, obviously AJ Lee can't tag them. So
the video was so dumb, but it was great. I don't know. Phenomenal Dragon. I don't know. I don't even know what.
Oh yeah, double dragons.
I
in this case, those dragons.
I do kind of dig the combination of the two people, like, but I want to see AJ go for a world title. Like, before he finally puts his boots up, I think he deserves another heavy world title. And I understand he's going to be just helping people out and kind of, my name's attached to you kind of thing. We did this. That's going to propel this person theory, right?
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing because, dude, I don't know if I'm more disappointed about John actually lacing him up. Like, I'm not going to make fun of him anymore because remember, John Cena is my least favorite wrestler of that era because Randy Orton was just so much cooler, all that kind of stuff. But he's a good dude. It seems like the character was always good. He was a decent wrestler. We pooped on him way too much. There's a lot of people that I owe apologies to. But when it comes to AJ Styles, we are all that was a dude in the ring. If there was somebody that kicked Shawn Michaels out of that role of the showstopper, it's 100% AJ Styles. You can't argue it really. Who better to take that throne? But I'm going to be sad to see AJ put the boots down. So I'm going to embrace this run and see what happens. Dragon, dude, there's the tag team of AJ Lee now. It's not going anywhere. They should just keep it.
I don't know. I think there got to be something. I don't know. What would you combine between Dragon and Phenomenal?
I don't know. I just want to see AJ Styles turn heel and clothesline the shit out of Dragon Lee and join Finn Balor in the Judgment Day. That's what I really want to see.
And
hold on. Remember this about the Judgment Day. Who were the people that were getting attacked? AJ Styles, Liv Morgan, and Finn Balor were the original 3 attacks of the Judgment Day.
Right.
Okay. First, full circle, they take over it, and Judgment Day is kind of going into the dude. If that's you guys, that's Bullet Club. If anything,
we need a Bullet Club run in WWE.
If anything, no, dude, 100%. If anything, Judgment Day has given us that Bullet Club run. So what better way to finally cap it off and have AJ Styles turn on Dragon Lee, helping Finn and all that kind of stuff, and maybe that's how they remove Dom out of the way. Dom's the final piece of the puzzle because, in all honesty, he's the final piece to leave the Judgment Day, right? Of the original Judgment Day. So he's the last one to get kicked out, and then AJ Styles and Finn Balor are standing there. They too sweet each other, bro. Come on, Judgment Day is literally a Temu Bullet Club. No one's gonna disagree. No one can say I'm wrong, or they can, but I'm sorry, but it's real.
Oh man,
they tried to give us the club, and we all kind of said F that with Mia Yim. Nah, sorry, that ain't the club.
Yeah, I think there were. Excuse me. I think there were other reasons why they did not bring the Bullet Club in, because there's so many exceptions for one.
Oh, so many. It's almost as bad as the NWO. NWO had 3 no, there's what? There's NWO, black and white.
Yeah, black and white.
NWO red and black. NWO silver, which was Jeff Jarrett's monstrosity of NWO. NWO Japan, and if I'm not mistaken, there was an NWO Mexico too.
Well, what was the LWO?
That was just Eddie Guerrero doing Eddie Guerrero shit.
Oh. That was just Eddie Guerrero doing Latin things.
If I 100% remember, there was a group of Mexican luchadors that were NWO too at one time.
Yeah.
After the whole true dissolve of NWO and WCW. LWO, dude, that Latino Warlord all the way, bro. I have a shirt upstairs with that because that's what got me. Mick Foley called me out because of it.
Nice. Well, so that was one of the big things here. And the other, at least the other one I think is worthy of mentioning here is main event. Jey Uso headlining Saturday night's main event and facing CM Punk for the world title. But here's the problem here. Jay was Jimmy was in that Final Four too, and Jimmy was tangled up with LA Knight, and Jay just went over and just hauled both over the top rope.
Jimmy should understand. If you would have kept his Slim Jim clean, he wouldn't have to worry about his paychecks anymore.
God.
Corey said one on SmackDown that is just as bad as that one that I just said.
Wow. Slim Jim.
He said Big Jim protecting his Slim Jim. That's what Corey. It's like Corey said on SmackDown.
I had to say that because little Jimmy was already taken.
Dude, I'm so happy about it. Like, it was funny. It was dumb. Jay,
I gotta find out how this is going to play out.
No, everybody thinks Jay's. Yeah, everybody thinks Jay's the one that's like having the problem. I guarantee you, Jimmy's the ones that are gonna like snap. He's the one that took up Jacob Fatu.
Yeah,
it wasn't true. It was old Big Jim not wanting cousin Fatu to get ahead. You know. Hey,
yeah.
the bloodline's torn, bro.
They've been torn for like a long time, and they can never get back together. And especially when it comes around the MFTs are on SmackDown, but
that's a fake family. Solo's gonna get his, dude. Just watch, man. Solo's gonna get his. But
all the Usos are fake. Jimmy, Jay, Sammy. I mean,
I didn't say they were fake. Stop it.
Sammy Uso.
I'm just saying, if we're going by once again, I'm going by the Uncle Howdy effect. That he's breaking up families, man.
Yeah, breaking up. Yeah, but I mean, you should see the effect that, I mean, at least the looks that Jay's giving. It's almost like,
he felt defeated. I mean, he betrayed and defeated. He was deflated. I had another intrusive joke that I'm going to keep away.
This is not Friday night, sir.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Even though I don't help the cause there either, but
yeah, But Big Jim is pissed off right now because Jay didn't help him with his cause. That's what happened right there, brother.
Yeah. Well, in fact, because also if you know, Jay almost got eliminated, and he saved, and then Jimmy pulled him back in, and then freaking Jay just throws him out.
He saved him like 2 or 3 times. I think it was 2 times. He saved him 2 times.
Him at least twice.
Yeah.
And then freaking when he came down to it, Jay tosses him over the top. So it's.
Hey, dude, Jimmy did say in that backstage promo, though, leading up to it, that, hey, it's everyone for themselves. I want you to understand that. So Jay just took him up on the word.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Don't say it if you don't want it to come true, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah. And as far as, like, I mean, those are my 2 takeaways from Raw this past week.
Well, the only other one I take away is the Vision finally giving up the title, or giving up the title to Adam Pearce, and how stern Pearce was with him, and Breaker was being kind of a power trip, bro. Like,
sir,
dang.
Don't be a jerk. No, but I'll tell you what though, Heyman. I think he's got a nod for promo of the week back there. Do you hear that promo?
The one with him and Becky?
No, with Breaker and Reed. When he gave his basically he ran down his resume because Breaker was upset, thinking, I don't understand. We came here to the world title. Now we don't even have a shot in the Battle Royal.
Oh yeah, okay. I do know. Yeah, that was good.
That was a really good promo.
Yeah. I mean,
because they listened to me. It's like,
it was Paul Heyman being a dude. I was actually very compelled with Becky's promo on Paul. Like,
oh right,
she's holding.
Yeah.
I know we've been very critical of Becky Lynch, right? And how stale. I know a certain dirty heel would be like, no, she just sucks.
Too
But
much vanilla, no sugar.
you and I, we try to cut it down the middle, but like Becky has been on point with this stuff since that match with Maxine, dude.
Yeah.
Since that first match with Maxine, where them two just hit it and made it like I'm sold on this new Becky right now. Like, let's keep going with this because there's something there with this new Becky.
Yeah, and what about that match this week? That Maxine finally got her shot, and then this Becky just threw the rules out the window and got herself disqualified. And Jessica Carr was the roughing in that match.
Dude, we're going to see. I have a feeling we're going to see Jessica Carr's debut very soon, potentially in a WWE ring. Mark my word.
Yeah, just I think just as her, not underneath that other familiar
Either way,
competitor and involved.
Either way. But no, yeah, I think it's going to be as ref Jessica. So, but I'm all for it. I'm ready for it. She's been. If you know, you know.
Oh my gosh. Yep. If you know, you know.
Yeah, Raw was pretty good. Raw was pretty on point.
Yeah, it was pretty decent, man.
Actually, so far, like, I know we're going to go into SmackDown now, but like so far between NXT, Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown, TNA didn't have a show this week, and I didn't get to Collision, but Dynamite this week, I just want to do a real shout out real quick. We've been really critical on them in the past and whatnot. Wrestling Dream was not for me. I did not care for it. But this Dynamite, this past Dynamite was amazing. Very well done. Very well, like, as somebody that doesn't come in and watch AEW constantly and doesn't stay up on T with it, only like watch like clips or stuff or check the results. It was really easy to get back into it, and I understood what was going on. The story was there. So good work, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah. How about so we are going to go ahead and get into SmackDown here, and so we see the return of Damian Priest, and see this on Aleister Black, and this one threw me out. It's just like, didn't he get like 2 like U.S. Open Challenge matches like within 3 weeks? I'm like, bro, save some for the rest of us.
Yeah. See, I think they did it for that cause because Priest was coming back, but I also think Priest came back too soon for me. Like, I wish it had been a little bit longer. But let's go. Another round of Damian Priest versus Aleister Black.
Right, exactly. Kind of makes you wonder, like you said, there's only been 3 matches announced for Saturday night's main event so far. With Priest and Black not being one of them, but I was thinking that they're going to get added to the card somehow.
Potentially.
In a potentially different type of match. If not, we're going to see another time, because obviously, SmackDown Live on Friday, which is Halloween. There's got to be some type of Halloween. I'm kind of wondering what type of Halloween themed match we're going to get this year on SmackDown. Kind of makes you wonder. Yeah. Oh, jeez. But no, with Aleister though, I'm really liking this pairing. Selena Vega to me was too overjoyed. She had too much going on. I mean, she had her, her women's U.S. title reign, and that was good. But this Selena right here, that the one that gets on your back, the heel Selena is really good. When she was with Andrade, she was freaking. She was awesome there too. And now we're seeing another version of a heel Zelina with Aleister, with them two together as a real life married couple playing together. So we're having that here too. And I can't tell you how many times I keep hearing or I keep seeing like these reels on how WWE didn't want Scarlett or Karrion Kross, but yeah, we get Selena and Aleister Black instead. It's like, bro, I was like, let it go, man.
You get those, or the new ones is the James Ellsworth into Ilya Dragunov.
You people need if you're one of those people listening right now when it comes to Ellsworth, you need to stop. Okay, that is ignorant beyond all belief.
Oh, that's funny,
oh my gosh,
dude! If I can find the one where it's like Ellsworth and long hair, Ellsworth was when he was beating up AJ Styles, like that Ellsworth, and then it was Ilya in NXT UK, and then it's Ilya with the United States Championship, and it says the evolution of Ilya Dragunov.
And by the way, the "Stay Creepy" on my shirt is for Halloween. It doesn't apply to Ellsworth. So, just saying. But yeah, I think because
What'd you think? Whoa! Well, I don't. Ruby. We'll be right back with a message from our sponsor. No, we don't have a sponsor. Give us a moment until we figure out. Hey, what's up, Ruby?
Hey, apparently, I got some launch keys on my keyboard. I accidentally hit, and it took me half time.
I was like, whoa, dude, no.
It's like, no, but what I was getting ready to say, so rudely interrupted. Thanks, keyboard. That Zelina's getting more involved though in the match. Literally, she got on Priest's back whenever he was getting ready to put Alistair through a table, and he escaped out. So we're gonna get some type of match here with these guys, and I don't know how many superstars are going to be involved with the War Games. I don't see these two being involved with War Games in any way. So I'm looking to see what type of match they're going to have next, because they had wasn't like a street fight they had where
I thought it was it was a false count anywhere.
False count anywhere. Okay. Now, false count everywhere. That's us. False count anywhere. Yeah. So yeah. So that was one thing. Now, here's the other one I'm actually going to be kind of touching on here as well. And I did not see this coming, but Jade Cargill has had enough. She's been impatient, and after getting her head split open, I can understand why. But now she decides to turn on Tiffany Stratton, and now is going after the women's championship. So,
timeout.
Well,
they said that even they said that even too, that she turned. She didn't. They were never friends. People, what? Well, they just had respect for each other. That's not a turn. Like, she's just she wants her spot. That's it.
If you got respect for somebody, you don't just clothesline them out of the blue after they just had a thrilling match.
Sometimes you gotta say fuck it, I guess. There you go, Scott. There you go, Austin.
Sometimes I gotta stretch my arm and hit you.
Yeah. So Tiffany's taking up too much of the time, and Miss Jade Cargill wants some of that time. That's what we are seeing in real time. See what I did there? Because it's no longer Tiffy time.
My man, did you get a close up of her freaking face though? That gash was no joke, bro.
Dude, she was split.
Bro, she's gonna have to have like a cosmetic appointment to take care of most of that.
Jay's gonna rock it, probably.
You think she'll keep that scar?
Dude, she's probably one of those chicks that keeps that scar, dude. Yeah, I don't see Jade because that sets her apart from every other female right now.
That's true.
Why would you take this goddess specimen that is Jade Cargill and worry about this minor scar in this art form of battle where scars matter? And now Tiffany's, like I said, her time is up. I'm going. This is me jumping ship off of Tiffy time because it's finally time for one of my favorites to come out of this new era of female wrestling. Worked her way through AEW, has done a phenomenal job molding to the WWE style and working their world. I'm ready for Jade Cargill to get that title. So, no, I don't see this as a turn. I see this as finally something right happening. Not no offense, Tiff. I love Tiff. I think Tiff has done a great job. She's one of the best. But Jade Cargill is, and forever will be, one of my favorite female wrestlers, and we know why. We know exactly why.
Yeah. It's all about dessert. So
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my.
She's just amazing, dude. She reminds me of what made Chyna so appealing as a female wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Very true. Yeah, very true.
She has that aura like Rhea did. So it's awesome to see these women continue to, in all aspects, outshine the men in WWE.
Yeah. So I mean, so we're going to be getting this match at the end of the week anyway. So
Jay's winning that belt, dude. I know we're not there yet, but I'm.
Yeah, we got to have history. We got to have some history. So
yeah,
some history going down. And of course, we'll get to the card later toward the end of the show here. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was on the.
SmackDown really didn't have too much, in my opinion. It was just a decent show. The only thing Axiom and them fighting over who's going to take on Ilial next, kind of thing, with Tommaso and Johnny coming in and why are they making fun of his mask? That's irritating me.
Oh yeah. What about Kit Wilson though?
I love Kit.
Carmelo Hayes and
I'm is one of them hurt? Because I'm a pretty Deadly Person fan.
I don't know what's up with Eldon Prince. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, he's been off camera, so he's got to be either injured. Obviously, we haven't seen him in action for the longest time. We haven't seen the Motor City Machine Guns in the longest time. So or the Street Profits for a while. So what's going on?
WWE has a super deep roster. So, a super deep roster. They could almost make 6 more shows, probably.
Yeah, it's like AEW, right? Yeah, kidding. No, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just set out one night every few months and then just have a 6-hour pay-per-view like this other competitive company and just run the gauntlet for the entire night. 15 matches.
I mean, I would watch a 24-hour wrestling stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, did you hear about I don't know, going back to AEW real quick for Full Gear, did you hear the announcement who's vying for the women's world title now?
Oh yeah, I already knew that. I already knew that was coming. Yeah. So we have Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander, right?
Chris Statlander better win. I'm telling you, man.
Yep. But out of that thing, they are doing the tag team golds with Athena in her. And I'm telling you right now, so that was one of the things I wanted to touch about. So I guess I liked AEW so much this week was because I got to watch Mercedes Moné eat a cake, and not by choice.
Yeah. So she was face fed a cake. So
by 2 of my favorite AEW originals, so Harley Carey came in and we made fun of her when she came in. Her whole thing was goofy, it was dumb, but she has turned around to be one of the god dang reasons I tune into AEW now. is literally because of Harley Cameron. So to see them beat up Mercedes Moné was awesome. And then to see the promo at the end, because another one of the women that when she was in WWE, I really didn't like her. I couldn't stand Ember Moon. But Athena has been phenomenal in ROH and doing so good with her minions and all that kind of stuff. And the fact when she asked Mercedes Moné to join the tag team gauntlet stuff to win the tag team titles of AEW for the women, she's like, "Come on, minion, you got minion training." And she's like, "The hell I do!" I can't wait to watch this Mercedes Moné Athena, because I think this might be where people like me can get a small connection to who Mercedes Moné is supposed to be. Because I always thought she's a decent villain, and that's just who she is to me, is the villain, and that's it. And I can't stand her, go away. But I want to see what else, and I think Athena's going to be able to pull it out. So this is going to be fun, I think. I'm kind of hyped, dude. Dynamite had me pretty pumped this week. Not going to lie.
Nice. Yeah. So Dynamite was pretty good. Yeah, definitely better than what it's been. So
Yeah, I enjoyed everything about it.
Let's hope they stay on that path. So, all right. So now, big event. Yesterday, for NXT out in Arizona was Halloween Havoc, and
Yay!
yeah, very 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 good for that. And let's go ahead and get to it here. So they kicked off the show with the youngest, I'm calling it the youngest duo because you got the youngest OG and the youngest in charge. That's Javon Evans and Leon Slater getting the job done.
Actually, I like that tag team name, the youngest.
Yeah. I just call them youngest duo, but yeah, over Mr. Iguana and La Parca, and yeah, Mr. Iguana, of course, is so entertaining.
Dude, I'm happy. I'm happy to see La Parca on my TV in 2025.
Remember, I want some of the emoji moves though. That,
it's not the La Parca that we all once loved. It's a new La Parca, so it's not our La Parca anymore. From the WCW days, like.
Yeah, I know.
Love that La Parca, dude. So,
yeah,
but it's cool to see it. It was funny because Chase walked in and he's like, oh, so because Iguana's music was playing, right? And there's La Parca. And he's like,
yeah.
Oh, so he's doing a skeleton thing now? Like, really? And I'm like, no, dude, that's La Parca. And he's like, oh, Iguana's better. And just walked out. I'm like, you dick.
No respect.
Iguana is good, but like, no, La Parca is one of my favorite luchadors. So,
yeah, but man, tell you this whole 450, this
the Swanton 450.
Yeah, Swanton 450. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
That move is dope. I mean, to tell you,
yeah,
wow.
Dude, these two together. If only we could get that the one night kid over there in AEW to join them as like a trio group, and then maybe put like Mylan Reed with them too. High flyers all around, dude. Javon and Slater are gonna be amazing together. I can't wait to see their tag team run. See what happens with the tag team run. Where does it go with them if they go? Who's gonna turn on who? Because one's TNA, one's NXT. I'm pretty pumped to watch these two dish out some spectacles. Plus, Slater is still our X Division champion in TNA, so let's see how that goes. I'm telling you, this is going to be fun. This was a good match. Good way to open the show.
Yeah, I had a feeling when that match was announced earlier in the week. I'm like, yep, that's kicking off the show.
Yeah,
that's kicking off the show.
Well, yeah, dude. the kid's money, man.
Heck yeah. And we go from that to our next one here. The greatest North American ego. So Ethan Page retaining. So the show I've watched in the past, and they stand up, they do a belly clap.
Belly clap.
They stand on the camera. You can't see their face, but you can see them clapping in front of their bellies. It's pretty cool. But no, dude, I love the whole paint scheme that Ethan did leading up to this, and even wearing in this show. And he actually had color, guys. He got busted in this match, and he just carried it like a champ, man. Ethan, wow. Oh, what can you say about Ethan? And not to mention, dude ripped freaking Dr. Wagner Jr.'s mask off from the meeting of the eyes. He like ripped it open partially. So you got Dr. Wagner wrestling with a partially ripped mask.
Well, that's kind of one of Dr. Wagner's things too. Like he's always done stuff like that.
Yeah.
Down in Lucha. This match, well, we already know. It's no lie. It's no secret here on Falls Count Everywhere or anywhere else we go. Ethan Page can do no wrong in my eyes. Period. Zip, zilch, nada, zero. I'm an Ethan Page dude through and through, 100%. I don't care if he's on the good side of life or the bad side of life, whatever you think it is. Hands down, easily one of the best things to happen in professional wrestling in a long time has been Ethan Page. I stand on that 100%. This match was amazing, was outstanding. Ethan took bumps that like I didn't think we'd ever see in WWE again or ever, like the chair spot on the back. Like Ethan's one of my wrestling heroes. I'm not gonna lie at all. Like that dude is amazing. Can do no wrong. And then you put him in the great wrestling lineage of Dr. Wagner Jr. Bro, that was money. That match was money all the way through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Day of the Dead match. I love the scheme to begin with, and then this way these guys just tore it up.
And the face paint too, to like
yes,
Ethan's paying homage to the whole concept of what it was. He's 100% the greatest North American champion ever. There's nobody greater. Nobody. Ricochet, eat your heart out.
Should if NXT had a power ranking right now of like top 5, I almost guarantee you Ethan Page would be at number 1.
He's easily been the best thing that jumped from AEW to WWE.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I would even put that money on the main roster guys. Like Ethan Page has been the best thing that has jumped over from AEW. The only person that's topped him, well, it's my girl Jade, but still.
But still, we digress. So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So after that match, we get another intriguing match, and wow, I'm just kind of shocked. So the era of glamorous is here as Blake Monroe captures the North American Championship due to the fact that Zarya defended the title for Sol Ruca in her honor. And I was really shocked, bro. I mean, but then again, to have her just outbeat Zarya, because Zarya is a really powerful and strong worker. And I was just shocked, even with Sol being in Zarya's corner, that she pulled this out on her own. So, I mean, granted, she pulled the cane out from Sol a couple times and distracted her, but still, with a glamorous DDT on the outside, and then rolls in and does another one in the ring and gets the pin. Yeah, I guess I can see why. But
I'm excited for Sol Ruca's turn on Zarya to join Blake Monroe.
Are you thinking Sol's going to turn?
Yeah, I think this feud continues, and potentially Sol turns on Zarya.
Wow.
Because I was thinking it was going to go Zarya's going to have... I mean, it can still go this way, okay? So this is my initial thought when this feud kind of started boiling, right? Zarya was going to turn on Sol and become the muscle to Blake Monroe.
I see.
That's what I thought. But maybe now it's going to be another way where Sol turns and joins Blake because, Zarya lost her title.
Yeah, I see them. I kind of see them splitting up. I mean, Sol's kind of defeated. I mean, she looked defeated when that 3 count hit. So,
I mean, I'm curious to see how true the injury is too. So, like,
that's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I swear, if I see another fake injury, I'm like, come on, man.
That's why I'm over here like, Sol's turning. It's not Zarya. It's Sol that's going to turn.
If she turns or freaking takes off that knee brace, I'm going to be mad. We're like, really? Why did you just do that? But I mean, she still has the speed title, and I don't know who's going to be another contender for the speed title. Which I'm kind of disappointed, guys, that the speed shows are no longer on Next, and they just moved it to NXT, and it's kind of slower now. And I understand, but it's like now we got to wait like a week for like even some like over 2 or 3 weeks just for like a number one contender. Then we have a championship match.
Well, that's how X was.
You know.
You got one match every week. That's it, and then the contender match. I mean, I wish the tournament would go kind of way, but
yeah,
and just make it open challenges kind of thing.
I mean, but you never know that you get. It's like, well, you never. You get in the whole tournament type of style.
Okay, so then if they do that with the speed title, I'm cool with this. Okay, do a speed cup then. You know what I'm saying? So like a show where they just like the old King of the Ring, where the whole King of the Ring was the show. Do that.
I mean, it's not like the Cancel Cup or anything, but I mean, it's
hey, no.
We're trying to knock the
We all know that I Am the Laws would not be the champion of the Speed Cup. No, I mean he actually probably would. Stupid.
Well, technically, he is the champion of the Speed Cup because he's the one that's always finishing first.
That's what I said. 5 in a row. So let's see where this goes. I'm curious to see how Blake Monroe does. She's champion in WWE, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
There's a little aftershock here too, so Soul's not really too happy. And well, I think Zarya should have just stayed on her own. To be honest, she was more of like a dominating figure, and she just became like pally with Soul. And it's just,
you got to think WWE booking though.
I don't want to think WWE booking because it's not always great.
Well, duh, but. for some reason they think everybody has to be trying to like be friends. It's not. No, Zarya. I agree with you. Zarya should have stayed on her own. Soul is doing just fine. They could have had like a respect thing and then broke them up.
Yeah, it's like besties broken up or no longer a family and all this other stuff.
But I mean, I like the team drama sometimes.
But here's the thing: have you noticed though? When you kind of think about it, have you noticed that like the women's like storylines and how they play out, it seems more like drama-esque.
Well, yeah,
like soap opera drama, and they truly soap opera drama because it's either like a friendship or like a family getting broken apart, and that's for like most of them.
Okay, so here they're trying to sell to both audiences, bro. Like you're watching them sell directly to females and to get females invested, so your wife or your girlfriend want to come watch wrestling with you, kind of thing. And then you have our like male soap opera version of wrestling. Because if you don't think wrestling is a male soap opera, then I'm sorry.
It's like
it is, but I enjoy it, and I'm going to continue to watch the shit out of it.
Some of it feels like Degrassi of the adult years. It's like, come on.
Yeah, dude. That's how I was able. Remember when like the whole COVID era was going on in NXT? Like you and I were pooping on NXT at that time. we
were pooping on a lot because
it was bad. But then when I started to see the terrible 90s sitcom in NXT, with Chase U and just all the stuff. It reeked 90s sitcom, and I started to understand it, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty good. So I'm cool with it. Like it's a fun way to reimagine stuff. It's a fun way to relook at things, revisit things. Cultures change, ideas change. And the great thing about professional wrestling, we just highlight WWE. We maybe talk about AEW, TNA, NXT, and then some of our local areas of the St. Louis area. But like the amount of wrestling is out there for everybody just to go watch. My buddy literally come over today and was watching me watch SICW All-Star. wrestling, right? And he's like, how's it make you feel? And this is him, because he's not a wrestling guy, guys. So like, let's understand, my buddy Matt, he's not the biggest wrestling guy. He likes wrestling. Him and I've always chopped up about wrestling. He was a wrestler, like a collegiate wrestler. So like he likes that form of it. So he goes, you really must have to like wrestling if you're sitting here watching the minor leagues of professional wrestling. Speaking of SICW like that, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that's why I do it. Like I'm like, you go watch high school football, right? And he's like, well, yeah, that I understand it. Don't worry. It just blows my mind that you get to see that and do that. And I'm like, holy shit, I do. In all aspects, watching these younger independent promotions in the local areas, that it is doing that. And it's freaking beautiful. And there's so much wrestling out there that it's amazing to watch different versions of it all across the world. Yeah. I digress.
Yeah. I digress. Yeah. No, but I mean, very valid point. And considering that I'm in the minor leagues too, so come out and see one of my shows and see how the minor leagues strike it up, buddy. Just saying. And I said strike it up because wanted to do a term related to you.
Yeah.
You get it?
I don't, because I don't really do sports. I watch wrestling and racing.
Yeah. Shoot. Now here. This is
match of the night.
Yeah. This is where I got concerned, because this was after both the Culling and Fatal Influence were sent to the back. They come back out again and they argue, except Izzy, everybody's distracting the ref except for Izzy Dane got around, gets in the ring and holds this NXT title facing Tatum. And next thing you know, she runs, but then Tatum ducks and tries to hit JC, but then JC hits Izzy Dane with a big what was the DDT, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what her.
Oh no, I can't. She like
her finisher, but then Tatum hits her finisher on JC Jane, and next thing you know, we've got a new NXT Women's Champion. So Tatum Paxley pulled off people thought was the impossible.
Dude, her gear was so sick.
Oh, dude, yeah, her gear. Isn't that the carry gear?
Yeah, it was so on point. Like everything about it was amazing. I loved the calling. You and I have been like, I wouldn't say on and off with them, because we've definitely been more on with them and in the whole premise of the idea and all that kind of stuff. But we wanted to see where it was going and how is it going. Everything about this group and how it's slowly built together has been amazing. The addition to Paxley to the group even made it more appealing to me. I'm very not confused. I'm very concerned, because I don't want them to turn on her. I want her to like end up becoming the mastermind, and like, what if this was kind of Spears's whole idea and premise the whole time? Because how they kept saying that O'Girl is the leader, right? But Spears is the one that brought them all together. So we've not seen the jealousy or anything like that. So if she tries to take out Paxley, is Spears going to step in and be like, hey, you never were actually the leader, kind of thing? Like, there's a new dynamic to this group that has really appealing to me, because there's more questions than answers in a lot of ways.
Yep. And if we all remember the history of when the Culling was getting developed, it took a lot of coaxing for Izzy Dane to join them.
Yeah.
So it's she was resistant for quite a number of weeks before finally joining, and then I was just frustrated to the point, because I just thought they were getting jobbed out for no reason. They tried to make them this tough faction, and they were just getting wasted like nothing. I'm like, what's the purpose of putting this group together if you're not going to build them? That's the whole thing. That's what my whole thing was, and it just didn't seem that they were getting over well. If they're just getting flat out job to whoever that's not really a solid faction or a team.
Yeah, they
It's
should
like,
have been. They should have been pushed really heavy at the front end of their
yeah,
get together. But it's still, like I said, with how it's been a slow burn and all that weird booking and like questionable decisions, I'm still very intrigued on how this group continues to go, and I can't wait to see what else happens.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm just interested because I think there is going to be a conflict eventually with Izzy. Um, kind of feeling a little envious with her having that title, and probably making probably making Spears make a decision to. There's only room for one woman. It's either her or me. So I don't know. I don't know if it's all pally between Tatum and Izzy. So
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
not.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I don't get that pally feel. It's just like and 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 Spears like that's not Briggs. That's
I can't remember the dude's name ever.
yeah, but they're more like cheerleaders for her and all that, and I guess they were happy for her. But you know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, remember that Spears brought the group together. Izzy didn't want to be a part of the group at first. Now Izzy's calling herself the leader. That never got established that Lizzie was the head in charge. She kind of just took the role. And Spears has always kind of let the group do its thing. Remember the promos before. I'm not the one in. I'm not here steering the group. It depends on you guys, kind of thing. Like, so does it come to time where Spears takes back control, or is it just going to implode on itself, kind of thing?
right? Yeah. Like I said, we're going to see the aftermath on Tuesday, and
Oh, it's going to get weirder. Paxley said.
speaking of which, one of the they're getting involved more into the mix, and as you know, Kendall Gray's the new women's champion for Evolve,
Yes.
and
Last
then
Legends versus her.
yeah, Lash stepped up, and so yeah, that ought to be something. That ought to be something with Lash and Kendall Gray. So looking forward to that coming Tuesday, and so this one here, I know a certain other co-host is pretty happy to see this. So, so a very short tenure with probably not even 3 weeks, but the Hardys dropped the NXT tag team titles to Dark State. And it's kind of fitting though. I mean, well, I mean, Dark State getting the victory with. And have you noticed that a lot of these matches, that those tables just like snapped so quick?
Dude,
They broke away so bad, bro.
they obliterate. Like when Hardy jumped and landed on the two tables, and he's just like, duh! And he's like, did you hear him, bro? He did it. He did it. He hits the ground. He's like,
I mean, if you notice, like on other tables, they have like a little hesitation, but they break. But but they kind of cushion the fall. These just went,
obliterating him. Like,
oh my god,
dude! And then poor freaking Osiris taking like 2 croutons. Who's the other guy? Sugar Ray. He took that 1 crouton hard on that when he was on the table, and Jeff come up. I was like, "Oh, dude."
These tables were not meant to. I mean, could you have thought if I would have dove off the top of that ladder and I went through those tables, bro?
Oh, dude,
I'd be in the hospital for like 2 weeks because I probably would have had a broken rib at least. Because man, there was nothing. It would have been like tables.
It would have like. Poof.
No, I think the table. I think like one of the part of the tables would have ended up in the 3rd row if I would have went through one of those. That's how light these suckers were, man. And he just went like straight through. I was like, oh my god.
Sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry, dude. I feel so bad right now, but he hit so hard, dude. I was like, holy shit.
I think if Austin Cage feels like really bad at any point of the week, someone needs to send him that clip of him going to the table and him hearing him do that. He'll probably laugh his butt off.
Overall, I enjoyed this match thoroughly. Like, it is to think they put the titles on him to have the maybe NXT switch with the Dudley Boys, like both titles getting switched, and then come to here just to drop them again. I'm fine with it. Like, it is what it is. But it was fun. It was fun to see the Hardys do a seriously hardcore match for no reason. for their bodies, that is. But
once again, this is the Broken Hardys that came out. He was introduced as Brother Nero.
Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy. I hope this dude.
And they had the old deleted. They had the old broken music playing too.
How about the tribute to the Fiend?
Yeah,
Jeff's face paint, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
To Bray, like, can we please keep them broken? Like, this is the version of the Hardys I want to see from now on. Like, I want to see more of this stuff, like this outrageous, over the top rope promos. I guess not so much the matches, but like, god dang, I love the Broken Hardy.
Hello,
so
Carlos Silva. Hello, you listening?
So much,
Carlos. Just keep him that way, man. Keep him in TNA, man, because that's what. I'm sorry. I mean, we've had the whole flailing, dancing, crouton, flailing parties for so long. Let's just keep them broken, man, because there's so much in-depth richness of character between those two. And if you notice in that picture how Mash is hanging upside down, like, no, Nero,
don't do it. Dude, the blockbuster off the top of the ladder through the. Oh, but Dion's one of my favorites of Dark State. Like, I
love his character from what he had previously.
No, dude, the nerd when he was sitting in the back reading books and getting upset.
Yeah,
people interrupted his books so he wouldn't beat them up. Dude, I loved that Dion too.
I mean, he pulled it off.
He did. He really did. And the dude is just like, he has the look. He has skill. That spine buster he threw, bro, was like, this match was awesome. This match was really good. Things were. It was better than Osiris missing that leg drop for the first match they had. Hey, I'm not leaving him down, dude. If you guys are gonna make fun of my dude AJ Francis, Osiris is my target now.
You are banned from leg drop.
Oh, that's great. That's funny.
Hey, I had to make some fun out of it, right? Yeah. But no, but a fabulous match. Fabulous match. So we go from that, and then of course we go to the main event here, and that is the Revolution himself, the absolute Ricky Saints, defeats Trick Williams to retain the NXT Championship. Now, I don't know if I don't blame a long night on this, but it almost seems like the crowd wasn't really into this match as much as the previous matches. I don't know if it was just the gimmicks. I don't know if it's just maybe they just got over more, but I don't know. But I don't know. I think Ricky Saints, he should have not shown off as much facing Trick, especially when he gets on that walking that top rope. I'm like, dude, will you stop that? Will you just stop that? Stop it now. You're facing a guy who could really maul you in real life, and you're sitting here playing with this little gyration of a dance you're doing on the rope before you. Come on, man. Seriously. But I'm not sure how to approach this particular situation because, I mean, do you think he's really getting over? Is he really getting over as NXT? I mean, we know he's a great talent, but is he? Do you think he's really getting over and providing the brand what they want from an NXT champion such as Ricky Saints is?
I think it's still too early into the run to really judge that to a degree. Also, with a match, I mean, a card that had so heavy of gimmick matches in it,
Yeah.
you know how people pop for that so much more. No matter what, that's getting reactions, right? Tatum winning the women's title, that had to gas out someone. So I'm going to chalk up to just them being burnt out with already yelling and screaming with this match. It's not that Ricky's not talented enough to hold it. I just don't think he's had the right person. One of the promos leading up to this, I think that's the Ricky that we're going to start seeing more of. He really had a super passionate, super like in-depth promo. Killed it on that. So I think we'll start seeing that Ricky start to show up more as he gets comfortable in the WWE style of business.
Right.
To where then he will blossom. Remember how I think Andrade's first run, he came in real hot, got the title, and then it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And then his second run as champion, that's where he went up against like Gargano and all of them. And like we were all there's a lot of people that was firm behind Andrade at that time, right? And it was enjoying that run. So I think that's kind of what we're going to see with Ricky here is potentially this run isn't going to be bad, but it isn't necessarily going to be good. And it's just going to be like a taste of what he can do. And then the second run around is where we'll see him really kicking. Otherwise, he's going to start doing it now. Because I don't think WWE and with NXT even has remotely came close to cracking what Ricky Stark brings to, or Ricky Saints, my bad, to professional wrestling.
Yeah. And it's just kind of, I mean, I like him, but, and I still like him as, because I really didn't see him, honestly, as higher than the mid card, like, higher than North American, as a North American championship. In fact, if you would have, if I had my druthers, I'd be switching titles between him and Ethan Page right now. I think Ethan Page should just be the one at it, but I guess they want a good face as the NXT champion. So
I guess I can agree with that to a degree, actually. I can get with you on that one, but I just give Ricky some more time to cook.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, I get you there. So, so I guess after this match, here's the pending thought. Here's the pondering thought that I had. So, ever since Ricky won the title from Mobile Femi, we haven't seen him. Trick just came back, had his shot at this after losing the TNA World title to Mike Santana, Bound for Glory. Do we see either one of either Trick or Oba getting called up to a main roster?
We're definitely, if not soon, Oba will definitely be at the Rumble, and beyond that, will be on the main roster. I stand by that one. Trick, I think he's getting ready to get the call up. Like he's about to be gone out of NXT and then moving to the main to go where he needs to go, I guess. But also, Trick has shown his versatility with the fact that man's been able to go NXT, TNA, NXT, TNA. He's been jumping back and forth. And if not mistaken, he did a small thing down in Evolve too, just not recently, but like at one point. I that might be mistaken on that, but I know that man's jumping around a lot and doing matches in different areas and really carrying his own in different locker rooms too. So I could see him making the jump up, but at the same time, he's very versatile in the role that he is at this time. So I don't know. He would make a great new competitor for the U.S. division. He really would.
Yeah. I think Trick. I think just his presence and his ring and just his style and his entrance. I mean, obviously, you need a good entrance to to get things kicked off. Which which I think Trick has. I mean, Trick has a lot of great tools, and I think he'd be really beneficial to either Raw or SmackDown. But if you, I say if you're going to keep him as a heel, go SmackDown. If he turns around and goes face, go to Raw. I mean, but you know what? That's how I look at
Yeah.
it.
The only reason I don't want to go into SmackDown really is because of Carmelo being there right now.
Oh, right, very good call. Because
But
you don't want them coming back again.
it's not that I don't want them coming back. Because honestly, if the rumors are true and they're really potentially getting ready to gear up to, I mean, you see rumors all the time, but one of the big rumors is like Street Profits are supposed to be splitting here soon. Like it's been really ramping up more as the conversation.
Yeah.
And Dawkins with like Trick and Carmelo could be a pretty cool like group. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against the potential of Trick coming in there and reconnecting with Carmella with if we add another person, but I don't want it just to be those two. That's where I'm thinking, or maybe since Carmella said that like Miz, we're done with our story, and they keep that separated. Trick comes up to SmackDown, Miz gets in Trick's ear, and Trick and Miz start doing stuff together. When then they try to bring Carmella Hayes back into it, and then Miz finally turns on Carmella for good. So if we do something like that, I'm totally cool with it. But like, I don't want it to be like here's Trick, here's Carmella. They're not doing nothing. Let's put them back together, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the same page then.
They do not need to come back together. I don't think they need to come back.
Not at this time at all. But like, I'm giving you a scenario to do it if you want to do it. That's gonna it's gonna be fun. I think.
Yeah. But Trick needs something fresh. I mean, even though he's been moving around quite a bit.
Oh, Trick needs something really fresh. He needs some new faces to compete with.
I think he can. He can definitely. I honestly would like to see him go to Raw. Honestly.
Oh yeah, he could, dude. He would be. I personally put him in the Vision, but that's just me. 100%, he goes to the Vision.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so we'll have to see how that. I'm very interested to see how that plays out, and also with Tuesday, if we get any type of fallout thoughts and comments from Trick, or like you said, I mean, so much has happened this past Halloween Havoc. It's
So who comes now for the title? Who are you thinking? Do we get new faces or an old face going to come back? Because I'm really kind of big on Briggs right now, and I wouldn't mind a Briggs Ricky start the Saints match. But then that causes another issue that you and I have right now with Ricky is that he's quite smaller than the rest of the competitors.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Nothing against Ricky's talent, guys. Nothing against like size matters. So,
like you said, to be honest, I'm surprised that he beat Oba.
I still have no idea how or why that happened like that.
Yeah,
I would have been cool with him taking the title from Trick. Like if he would, let's say, this would have been like Oba would have lost it back to Trick, and Trick could have been Trick 2 belts with the TNA NXT title, which that would have made better storyline in my opinion. And then he had to go to Bound for Glory, and then he came to Halloween Havoc, and then lost the belt to Ricky tonight or this weekend. I think I would be in a better position with Ricky Saints being the champion. But
I'm totally on board with you there. Yeah.
The issue with Ricky Saints as champion right now, from what I'm understanding and from my point of view, is the fact that he beat Oba Femi. That's literally one of my issues. I'm like, dude, I love you, Ricky. I've been a big fan of yours. Like, yeah, Ricky Saints. Yeah, I'm down with it. I'm in with who you're supposed to be. But we watched Oba just tear through dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Ola's like a freaking monster. How the hell did you pull that out of your hat? You know?
Yeah, so
For
like,
real.
I mean, we literally been like some of us. I'm one of them. Would love to see an Oba face to face with Brock Lesnar type thing happen. Like, so I mean, I'm not it's not happened, but like that would be sick in my opinion. Because Oba facing Brock, like that's where I view Oba finning though, not getting beat by Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
So that was a really hard one for me to choke, but I really hope it's Briggs. I hope Briggs comes in and kind of like, if you could maybe give him one other person, a lower card wrestler to face for the title, and let him get the win over that, and then go with Briggs as a nice storyline where Briggs ends up taking the title, I would be kind of happy. And then we can not rebuild, but like redirect and rebring Saints back into the fold of the title.
There you go.
Because we can't deny his talent.
No, he is talented, but like I said, it was just kind of a hard sell for me, and I'm still kind of not sold on that. But
yeah, it should have been a dirty finish. It should have, like, something.
Or somehow Oba messed himself up really bad.
Yeah, the way it happened, I was just like, really?
It was too clean.
Really?
For that guy. Too clean.
Even Rey Mysterio he didn't mean to cheat. But like got helping hands to win both of his title reigns. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, true. Very true.
And Rey Mysterio is a legend.
Yeah. And so speaking about what's happening later, also announced during the show, and I'm really excited about this. I have to put this up here, dude. So next month, for 2 weeks, NXT Gold Rush, which is going to be a special event that's going to involve NXT, Evolve, TNA, and AAA. Between all four of these promotions, they're going to be having like the super card that they're breaking out. That's going to carry on between 2 Tuesdays on the 18th and the 25th. And
okay,
I mean, and if you follow every one of these brands, but God,
is there a way for us to watch AAA like regularly? Do you know a way? I'm gonna have to look that up.
So like Evolve, AAA, TNA, and NXT, all they're going to be having a spectacular. Now, granted, if it's a 2-hour show, they're advertising this on the CW, so it's going to happen. They're going to be it's going to be at the Madison Square Garden Theater. So I imagine that they're going to be airing one half live, and then they're going to be taping the other half and show it next week. But I would say at most you're going to get 5 matches on each show, so 10 matches altogether between all 4 promotions. So I'm very interested to see what matches get announced and who gets on this stage for NXT Gold Rush. So this is going to be quite interesting.
Man, it's really kind of cool how WWE's restacking their division stuff. Like it's main roster is Raw and SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
NXT's Raw SmackDown development, basically, and then you have like the development to the development in a sense with the
working agreement.
Yeah,
well, there's a working agreement between TNA and AAA, but then also Evolve was bought by WWE. So
Evolve and AAA both are owned by WWE,
right? TNA is the only one in a working.
TNA has the working agreement, like. Dude, the way it's being structured is just crazy cool to see, and like the mixturing of talent within the NXT roster now with AAA's guys coming up, Iguana. That's like what we've been seeing him now on a regular on NXT. You have no clue how happy I am to see Dr. Wagner like it coming up, dude. I remember watching him. Like I said, that's a magazine love too. So I didn't actually know who Dr. Wagner was. I saw the name in a magazine, and this is Dr. Wagner Jr., but still I followed the career. But I remember watching and reading Dr. Wagner in the thing, so I looked him up on all the internet and stuff, watched a couple matches, whatnot. And that's one of the reasons I got hooked into AAA wrestling and always had to have Telemundo was because of that. Going to the store and reading the magazines, and I thought Dr. Wagner was a cool ass name for a wrestler.
Yeah.
So that's legitimately, it was just the name because I didn't have the ability to watch it in a magazine that caught me. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So him and Liz Mark Jr. are my like top luchadors.
There you go. Yeah. So keep they're going to be pushing this weekly on NXT with this special event, and
Dude, this is gonna be cool.
I'm kind of interested to see what matches come out of this, but definitely they're going to make it a must see for sure.
And then you have Deadline coming too, or
yeah, Deadline's coming too. I think it was December 6th.
yeah, with that. I really do like the concept of the 25-minute Iron Man.
The Iron Survivor.
Yeah, the Iron Survivor.
Yeah, that's gonna be good too.
Good move, Shawn Michaels. He made that match.
There you go. All right. So with that being said, we're going to kind of move back here, and we're going to talk about iconic Halloween Havoc moments in its history. And before we start doing anything, as far as mostly it's like most minor matches as far as best stuff, but let's not forget about the unforgettable like kind of like matches like, well, that didn't go over so well, and why was this thought of? And one thing I could think of here is there's a couple that happened, I believe, on Halloween Havoc 95 with
Battle Royale.
Well, did you all remember the freaking mummy, or was it the Yeti?
Yeti when he hugs
Yeah, when he hugs Show to death or something.
Stuff is so dumb.
Oh
dude.
my gosh. Yeah. So it was the Yeti, and it's gonna let me play it here.
Do you have it?
Sit here getting ready to watch it. Okay, we can stop that shit. Okay. What about the monster truck madness between the Giant and the Hulkster?
Oh, I forgot about that.
And how Hulk, apparently knocked Giant off the ledge, like, oh my god, he's dead. And he came back.
I forgot about that. I forgot all about that.
Oh, shoot.
This shit.
I don't know how well that went. There was a couple. Well, I'll tell you what. One that kind of missed the mark with me. There's a couple marks in Halloween Havoc 98. 2 matches that way missed the mark. And not to mention, I had paid to watch that pay-per-view at the time, and they took it way too long, and they went off the air before. I think they went off the air like in the middle of one match, and then I think they couldn't get the other one back on. That was paid pay-per-view time, so they couldn't stretch it out like with WWE had like their own network, or they could get like extra time on like any other like station that they have, and they could have adjusted it. No, that time was that time, and they poorly mismanaged that. Can you say Hogan versus Warrior was a complete flop?
The promos leading up to it in that god awful mirror promo of Warriors. You remember that?
Yeah.
Where like he was rubbing the got lipstick on the mirror. Oh, dude, that was terrible. What about the time Chucky took over Halloween Havoc, and the original time was Steiner with Rick? When they had that feud. Like, dude, I thought that was dumb as a kid. I just want you to know that right now. I was so upset about that.
Yeah. There's one other match that is kind of until I looked at it the other day and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Chamber of Horrors match in '91.
Oh, when Adula got electrocuted in the chair?
Yeah, and then when the kill switch for the electricity was already down, it's like, oh, we got to put it back up again. It wasn't on.
He put it up and turned it back on.
Yeah, he seriously put it back up there. It's like, bro. That's why I got confused. I was like, isn't that supposed to be like gone off, like zapping by like now? It's like, oh, wasn't hooked up.
Oh, Abdullah got electrocuted.
Yeah, good old he got electrocuted, and oh my gosh, the way he had to shake for that was in a way. But those are some of the most unforgettable, but not in the most positive way. For that, yeah, that Yeti was the most like.
I'm looking at the photo right now of him like hugging.
Yeah. All he's just doing is this. He's not even glassing. He's just. He's even patting him with his hand.
The Giant's just like.
Great work coming out of the WCW power plant. Great job, guys. That's what you train these guys for. Oh my god, I tell you, I look at some of this now. Back in the day, when I was like, I watched it back in the day, and I'm like, yeah, it's still retarded, or still dumb. I was like, dumb. It's like it didn't make any sense.
It did. It did it. But it's okay.
God. I'm getting canceled.
It's wrestling.
Hear that? I'm getting canceled. And then let's see, what was it? Let's see.
So now, can we talk about the great, because I know one of my childhood, the whole reason I was a Halloween Havoc
there
kid.
Was one more.
What? Go ahead.
The last one in WCW's area in 2000, where Flair faced off against Buff Bagwell in the first blood DNA match to see who was the father of Stacy was on board.
Oh my god, I did that. Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
It was my DNA. It was my DNA.
Wow, I forgot all about that. That was wow.
Hello, WCW 2000. We need to burn it, please.
Yeah.
It was horrible. But no, man, yeah, we dwelled on that. But trust me, there's a lot of WCW goose. But so yeah, let's focus on the positive now. Let's focus on the greatness that there's some great moments that came out from Halloween Havoc, despite all of that spew garbage. Yes, but Zmiz, you were saying.
Well, when you say Halloween Havoc, young Zmiz goes to 1 point and 1 point only in the history of Halloween Havoc, and it is probably my favorite thing to ever happen to Halloween Havoc. And it was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio for the mask. The mask was on the line, and it was one of the that match has stood out to me, and it's something that I've showed my children. It's legitimately probably the reason I stuck around in professional wrestling and became the fan that I did. It's literally that match.
I don't have to say that's actually kind of like my number one, because and think about it, when they brought in the cruiserweight division, holy cow, bro. When they brought in Psychosis, Juventud, Dean Malenko, Eddie, did I say Eddie already?
But you can say
Chavo, but Ray, of course, out of all of that, and these guys, I mean, this is my first exposure to seeing cruiserweights, and these guys just moving so quick, and the way that Psychosis and Ray worked, and
Juventud. Oh god dang it! I can't remember the dude's name. He always had like a pumpkin, it wasn't a pumpkin.
Well, what about
a pumpkin?
What about Super Calo?
Yeah, Super Calo was the oh, dude. Lismar Jr. was in that group at the
Yeah.
time. You had Ultimate Dragon. You had Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko. Like, dude, they were popping at that time. And Eddie and Ray told a story that literally has been ingrained in my head for time, and it's the reason I have both the action figures upstairs on the wall. I have a Rey Mysterio, and I have the Eddie from Halloween Havoc, because that is one of my favorite matches of all time, bro.
Are they in their gear from Halloween Havoc? Is that
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
so that's actually a packaged Halloween?
No. I have them separate. They released them separate. They didn't release it like a special.
But was it a Halloween Havoc figure?
Yeah, it's their gear. So like how Ray had the purple suit, the full suit, and then Eddie had his like the red and gold. I think it was the red and gold.
Yeah,
leggings.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that I'll tell you what. If you're gonna see any Halloween Havoc in the past, that's the one to see.
I even bought the Seth Rollins when like Seth and him had the feud, and he wore the purple gear. He had his gear built to look like Ray's Halloween Havoc gear.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was a good one. Another one that people that probably don't talk about that much, but then of course, like this is old school WCW. So I mean, we you can find us a group that likes to talk old school WCW. Look up Zmiz, and he can go all day on that.
Well, I got another one. I don't know what yours is. Well, you do yours first. I mean,
no, actually, no, because I'm kind of wondering. Are we
okay? 1997 Halloween Havoc, Diamond Dallas Page versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay, that's a good one. That was not on my. That was actually overlooked by me. But that is a good one.
Two of my favorite professional wrestlers. Diamond, like this was his test. You know, this was the match that like was going to dictate if he was going to keep going or if he was going to fizzle out. And he says it himself in that. And that match was so dang good. Those two performed so well. But also, I'm a Macho Man fan, and I love Diamond Dallas Page. So like those two dudes wrestling and having that beautiful, beautiful art that they produced in that match. Yeah.
I get you, bud. Yeah.
So what was yours then?
No, yeah. So no, that's a solid match. So like I said, 97 Halloween Havoc was really good, man. It hit a lot of marks on that year.
Well, like it did. That match legitimately made like Diamond was already on that like huge rise, right? Like he was really pumping at that time. And if it wasn't for Macho, I don't know if he would have really touched the main event like he did, dude. Like Macho was the guy that literally was like, all right, your turn for the main event, bro. Like that's how that match felt. And then hearing the story about it and how it meant to Diamond at that time, and being just such like a big fan of Diamond Dallas Page, it added to my love of the match. If that makes sense. Because it just shows how cool Macho Man was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So one match I was actually going to mention, and I'm going to get this out of the way because we probably wouldn't even have a Halloween Havoc if the original didn't take off. But we can't forget about the Thunderdome match. the original one between
1989.
Yep. Ric Flair and Sting versus Terry Funk and the Great Muta.
Yep.
And to the point where during the match, Muta actually had to climb the cage because there was a malfunction on, I guess, like a pyro or like a switch kind of igniting. Like it had to be like, I forgot what caught on fire, but obviously it was something that was like that could like flake off like paper. Freaking Muta climbed the cage and put that out during the match. And then they had to go and continue on. But yeah, here's another malfunction here too. I guess with that, I don't know if that malfunctioned as well, but yeah, something did catch on fire during the match, and Muta had to climb and put it out. I don't know if he had to use his mist or I forgot. I had to go,
That's like
I
the
have to go
time
back and watch this, man.
That's like the time I went to the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble, the WrestleMania sign caught on fire, and they had to drop it down during the Royal Rumble and blow it out. That happened in St. Louis, by the way.
Yeah. WrestleMania 28's on fire. Oh no. But no, that I'm always gonna go back. 89 was an awesome year. I mean, there was, of course, that was also the night where a lot of people cheered for the Freebirds because nobody really cared for the dynamic dudes. Get me.
Isn't it Johnny Laurinaitis? No.
Johnny Ace and Shane Douglas.
I was going to say that. I thought so. What about 1993? Halloween Havoc, Cactus Jack versus Vader.
In a Texas death match.
Yes, baby.
That one was on my list. When you got a brute like Vader, and you got someone who don't give a damn about nothing, Cactus Jack, in a Texas death match, that's a meat slop and brawl right there.
Dude, the match is so like that's what a match of hardcore death match, quote unquote, style like that. It was just so beautiful at that time. That was such a great match, and one of the reasons really because I hadn't yet found ECW. Okay. Because this is the time when Cactus was like jumping back and forth, right? Going to Japan, going to ECW, coming to WCW. He was kind of like floating, but he was now in ECW.
Yeah, well, this was before the inception of ECW.
Yeah, because this is Eastern. This was before he went to.
Oh yeah, Eastern Championship.
When it became because it was Eastern, not Extreme. God dang it! Right. I know don't try to like. Okay.
No, wait a minute. No.
but when I saw this match, and this is the whole reason I followed his career to go when he went to Eastern and became Extreme Championship Wrestling and all that kind of stuff, and he spent his time there. It was all because of Mick Foley. I found ECW, but it was this match. You asshole! Trying to get me all combobulated, bro. Don't even.
Sometimes I do it to myself, so it's like, oh my god, no. There is another. You mentioned Rey Mysterio in '97. Can we go back to year before in '96 with him and Dean Malenko putting on a freaking clinic?
We can because that is a very very good one. Yeah, it's a very good one.
Man, Man of 1,000 Holds versus anybody that could just pull any move out of thin air. You know, Rey Mysterio. Come on.
So are we just doing old school WCW, or can we go to like one of the newer ones?
We can do new Halloween Havoc too.
Because one of my favorite newer matches will always be Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez, and that barn burner of a teardown that they produced in NXT's Halloween Havoc.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely give it that. Definitely so. Yeah, definitely.
It was a good match, bro.
Yeah, it was a solid match. One other match that just kind of stood out for me is there's actually another good year for Halloween Havoc was actually their second one ever in 1990, and there's a couple on there, which was Lex Luger against Stan Hansen, and where Luger actually lost the U.S. title to Hansen on that pay-per-view. And then the Steiner Brothers versus the Nasty Boys, the U.S. title.
That match was sick.
Yeah.
So 90 was a really good year for that too. So
Mike Awesome versus Vampiro. That was 2000.
I'm
looking at cards from
Was it the Fat Chick Thriller or was it the that?
It just says Mike Awesome. So, it's probably going to be the Fat Chick Thriller because it's like Filthy Animals defeated Shane Douglas and Tori Wilson. Buff Bagwell defeated David Flair. This is the DNA test match. This is the card for the DNS. So they go. It's Natural Born Thrillers defeating Filthy Animals and Boogie Nights. And then Reno defeating Sergeant AWOL. Misfits in Action defeating The Perfect Event. Filthy Animals defeating Shane Douglas and Tori Wilson. Buff Bagwell defeating David Flair. Mike Sanders defeating Ernest Miller. That's a travesty. Awesome. Ernest Miller should have won that. Mike Awesome defeating Vampiro. Lance Storm with Jim Duggan. I forgot that getting defeated by General Erection. Jeff Jarrett defeated Sting. Booker T defeated Scott Steiner to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Then Goldberg defeated Chronic. Reading that card hurt my feelings, bro.
Sounds like half those names were coming off an indies, like off an indie show.
Reading that card hurt me.
Yeah. Ernest the Cat Miller lost to who? And then freaking General Erection.
Yeah. General Erection. General E. Yeah. Stupid. Sergeant AWOL. Wasn't that
Thanks, Vince Russo.
Wasn't Sergeant AWOL fucking God dang it. Hugh Morris?
No, Morris was General Erection. So.
Oh, my bad.
It wasn't much. So
poor Bill DeMont.
It wasn't much. Oh my god. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Dude, the 90s was a wild time, bro. Actually, this was 2000. Like I said, this was Halloween Havoc 2000.
Thanks, Vince Russo, for WCW 2000.
Yeah, dude, this is so bad. Like, that writing was terrible.
Oh, no. I almost feel bad for Mac Davis having to do a show with him.
Mac, they're friends. I will say this. Russo does have some good points at times. Did I like his
very
booking
few and far between.
Yeah, did I like his booking style? No.
Hell no, never did. Never will. You should have stuck to writing columns as Vic Venom for Vince. That's what you should have stuck to.
Well, some of the stuff that he did with Vince was actually good. So well,
yeah. But why did he do something so stupid in WCW? I mean, did he?
Hey, dude.
I wonder, did he really truly want to book, or did he try sabotaging it on the backside?
Dude, what if he is the scapegoat the whole time for Vince?
He'll never admit it.
Vince Russo has been Jack Perry. Vince Russo wants his gimmick back.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. No. I'm just glad we got through it. And then I'm surprised they even went into 2001. And boy, that just became a disaster with the whole the whole leg incident with Sid and
when he shattered that leg. Oh.
And then just even more bad booking. Yeah.
Oh, just thinking about it. Hey, dude, we got Buff we got Mama Bagwell on a fork.
Leave Buff's mom alone, man. Just
poor Buff, dude.
She's rested in peace. Leave her alone, man.
Oh.
Just poor Judy.
It was such a dumb match, dude. You know it. Right?
Every time I have to say WCW 2000, someone's giving me $1. Somebody, good lord. But no, a lot of good stuff. I mean, we didn't necessarily rank them because we were like, let's just bring out the best and the worst of Halloween Havoc.
I liked
Is
it.
there anything in Halloween Havoc 2000? Please extract from the record, please.
Like that whole card. Like I said, I read that whole card. And that was hard to read, man. That was terrible.
I would have loved to see the buy rate on that.
I
I
don't
wish
know,
I
dude.
could find the buy rate.
I might have to go watch the card.
Bro, why are you gonna waste? That's 3 hours. You could be doing something else.
I
For
mean,
real.
oh well.
Watch that card. I mean, unless if you're like stoned off your butt, and you got nothing else to do. I just want to. I'm gonna see if I can find this. It's itching at me right now.
What are you trying to find?
Oh, you'll find it here in a minute. WCW.
Are you trying to find the buy rate for it?
Yes. So, Starcade Sins, Bar Revenge.
Dude, I'm gonna go find on WCW. Let's see.
Halloween Havoc 2000. Their buy rate 70,000. 70,000 buys for that. They're low, and it's ironic that their buy rates in 2000 only one matched at 100,000, and that was that Bash at the Beach 2000. None of the buy rates after that went above 1,000. What did not go above 100,000? I'm sorry. Spring Stampede did. So make me a lie. But their highest buy rate in its history, Starcade 97. That's when Sting finally beat Hulk for the world title and captured over at NWO. They had about 700,000 on that. So that was let's see. Did they rank this? Pay-per-view buys.
Well, they only go up to 95 or 90. Look, 90. Wait a minute, what?
But I'm telling you, their buy rate. Oh no, their buy. So they had. So the pay-per-view buys at Halloween Havoc 2000 was at 70,000 total, which their buy rate was 0.15.
Wow.
Their last one was their lowest one in history with Greed at 50,000 pay-per-view buys and a buy rate of 0.1.
Wow.
Oh Lord. Thank you for dying, WCW, because you were not making any sense for 2009. So that's all I gotta say. It was horrible. I hate, honestly, guys. I only call things out that I think that are bad and horrible and do not belong in wrestling and should have never been drawn up to begin with. I really like to see success in wrestling, just like Zmiz does. But when you see something that's so ridiculous and redundant, it's like, why? And you have to bring it up. Why? Why did this happen? Why me, God? Why?
So it looks like they don't go past 96 with the pay-per-views
Bro,
right
you're
now
not
on
looking
YouTube.
at the right spot. I have to send you the link. I can send you the link. I can, if you got your phone, I can probably send you the link, brother. And what I'm looking at, and it almost looks pretty accurate, to be honest. So let me get on and get you that link.
This is WCW on their YouTube channel, on like the YouTube page.
Oh, we're just talking about pay-per-view buys. That's what I'm talking
Yeah, no, I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm trying to find 2000. I was gonna go watch it.
Oh my Lord!
Like, dude, I'm about to get off here when we get done talking about Saturday Night Main Event, and I'm gonna go put Tom into a wall.
Oh shit! Already. So this is according to WrestleNomics.com, and I sent you that link, Zmiz.
Sick.
And you can go and you can connect the dots with everything that the WCW. It almost looks like if you draw out the outline, it looks like a middle finger. But
Holy
it's a very
cow.
skinny one. Shoot. Let's talk about. So we got one more thing we're going to talk about here, and of course, that is our Saturday night's main event preview. And we're going to hold on, guys. What? There we go. Okay. So let's transition into Saturday night's main event pay-per-view. Yes, sir. A pay-per-view, no preview. Pay-per-view. It's a PLE anymore these days. 3 matches announced. How many times are we going to see this, bro? How many times? Cody and Drew.
Hopefully this is the last one. I'm hoping we get all new title changes. All new titles.
You think Drew's going to take this?
I would hope so. I'm over Cody.
I mean, yeah, a good number. I would like to, I don't know. I guess this is another discussion for another day, but I don't know if Drew's the guy to take it though. I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the reason it sucks. Because we're just putting Drew in there to get beat up all the time. And that is getting freaking annoying. And I'm getting tired of watching Drew get losses. So if we're going to do this again, I'm firmly behind the whole F the good golden boy, and I want Drew to win. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, we need the MFTs to kind of feud with Cody then. So
well, then I'm perfectly fine with the MFTs costing old Cody boy the title and giving it to Drew, and then we find out Drew maybe had a deal with MFTs. Who knows? And then that hopefully sets us up for whatever they were going to do with, because we don't know what's going on with the War Games, but yeah, please to gosh, it's not Wyatt 6 and Sammy. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
So
we're not going to know anything or any hints at Survivor Series War Games until after this is done.
But Drew needs to take that title.
Yeah, then the question becomes who's targeting Drew, you know. That's your next question.
Jimmy.
Oh.
Jimmy becomes the next target because they think he's the one that took out Jacob.
Oh, okay.
But all along, like I said, it's not Drew that took Jacob out. It's Jimmy.
Jimmy that took him out. Yeah.
And we start seeing Jimmy's armor crack because he's getting upset that his brother's getting the line. Like they're playing. They've been setting up the stages for it all.
Yeah. All right. So you're picking Cody. No, you're picking Drew.
I'm picking Drew.
I'm sorry. You probably hate to say it, but I don't see Cody losing. I know it sucks, but I don't see him losing.
I agree with you, but I don't want it to be that way. Jade, we're done.
Yeah.
Move on.
Stop talking about it, Jade. Move on. Perfect.
I'm going my girl, man. I've been a Tiffy backer from pretty much day one on here. You know, I've been a Tiffy fan from day one. So, but I've also been a Jade fan from day one. And guess what? Jade ranks out. I like her better than Tiff. So I want my girl Jade to get that gold. She needs that strap, bro.
Yeah, Tiffy's had her time. So now it's time to move on. It's time for Tiffy to move to another time zone, which we'll get into something. Speaking of time zones, guys, next week, remember, we get to finally fall back an hour, so we get an hour of sleep.
Nice.
Yeah. So set those clocks back Saturday night before you go to bed. You know, you don't have to worry about your phones, but you know, the clocks on your walls, the ones on your microwaves, the ones on your ovens, you know, your kids' alarms clocks.
So they don't shit. I need to do that one too, so they don't.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to have to give you inventory before we go on the air next week.
Yeah.
Hey, did you? And then here's this next one. Gee, you think there's going to be a new world champion?
Punk.
Yeah, I know. Something tells me that I would like to see Jay get it back, all because I would like to see the Usos feud again.
No.
Something tells me though that Jimmy's gotten better though since they don't push Jimmy that as hard, but I know Jimmy works pretty well.
Yeah, but I don't want to see them shadow box again. That wrestle. I'm sorry. That WrestleMania match was booty. Like, it wasn't good.
That match sucked. No,
If Jimmy and Jay wrestle again, though, I do want it to be that Jay is the champion and Jimmy takes the title from him.
yeah.
Because the compellingness of that story is amazing. But right now, I say you put it back on Graybush there, CM Punk, and we let CM Punk have a good time this winter and take another picture of the title in his refrigerator. Let him do it.
So who do you see Punk coming after? Or who comes after Punk? I mean, do you somebody from the Vision? Do you see
The complete
Breaker coming after
roster
him?
because they don't like that Punk's the champion.
So does it? So is Breaker or Reed going after him?
I would send Reed first, and then Breaker is the one that takes the title from Punk.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But we're going to get a couple more matches because it's not going to be just 3 matches. We all know this.
I don't know. It's WWE. They might.
Yeah, they
At this rate, I don't.
yeah.
I don't
What the
put
hell
anything-
you doing, WWE?
I don't put any. Did you watch WrestlePalooza? Great Balls of Fire had a better wrestling card and was a better show than WrestlePalooza. I'll say that right now.
Wow. Great Balls of Fire?
Dude,
Wow.
it literally it was a decent card, and we got and we got Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe to cap it all off. And people want to say it was a bad. No, dude, like that was a match I didn't know I needed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So
Oh, my God. Well, I think I can go either way with this one. I'm just going to be entertained one way or the other to see who comes out ahead. And who
Jimmy's gonna
walks away
eat.
with the gold.
Jay's
I'm
gonna
just-
eat on himself.
No kidding, right? What I'm just kind of the only thing I'm really interested, honestly, is what happens when Seth comes back. It's going to be some time, but the Vision kicked him out. I mean, obviously, do we all expect him to accept? Do we accept him to take on that face role and face Breaker and Reed after he comes back, or do you think maybe he just? I don't know. Something tells me that he won't be coming back as a face. He will still be a heel, but then,
Has he ever been a face or heel? Like, I don't really call him like. I don't think he really was like heel.
well, I mean, yeah,
He's just been doing it for himself, like this whole time. Like
he's
he's
done some heel tech. I mean, he's done heel tactics.
yeah, but like he's blurred the line between what good, bad. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Seth has towed that line between what is and what isn't for a while now with his character and development.
Yeah, true. Very true.
So I don't know. Maybe he just comes back as that, but I'm curious because I was really for the Vision with him in it. I want to see if like he comes back. He's like, that's what I want to see. Like, what if he's like the delusional like cult leader when he comes back, dude? So like he thinks he's still part of the Vision and stuff, and like complimenting him and whatnot. And Breaker's like, what? Bro, there's so much more you could play because Seth's that damn good.
Yeah. I'm just kind of more intrigued with that because I just can't believe that Seth is already gone and injured on the shelf again. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to see who's going to step up, and that's another reason I think Trick should be filling that spot for a while. Bring Trick up. Just tell Trick, just say, hey, on Tuesday, tell him, hey, I'm done. I've done my time. Let's go. So, all right, man.
Damn, you're really pushing for Trick to get on the main roster.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can really I think he can really excite a crowd. I think you put him back as a face, and I think he can really get over. I mean, he was on SmackDown a couple of times, right?
Yeah, he's done stuff on the main roster. He's made little appearances and stuff. So
yeah, but I mean, he got over with the audience. I mean, he's good, man.
I don't disagree. I love Trick. I think it's kind of weird and corny how Booker T is with Trick, but that's beside
When
the
is
point.
a Booker T corny with talent, man? I mean, if it wasn't for the Devil's Kiss, we wouldn't know how. Yeah, thanks to the Devil's Kiss, now we know what Booker T sounds like in bed. So thanks, appreciate it.
And on that note, we want you to hit that like, subscribe. We want you to share it out to your friends, and we appreciate you all actually hanging out and visiting with us and doing this. Ruby and I really enjoy talking wrestling, and we're pretty hip on the NXT brand as a whole. I know I am. Like I've always loved the NXT brand because it brings a new flair and a new flavor to what WWE was and is. I guess that's why I like it. And it allows for opening windows and opening doors, just like it is to watch any professional wrestling out there. So if you like AEW, WWE, TNA, NXT, AAA, SICW, IEW, ACW, anything with the letters, we're your spot to hang out and visit and talk wrestling. We are the mecca. And if it's not here, you can go right on to Facebook and go on our Facebook group page over there at Falls Count Everywhere. Also, we have a side group called We Talk Wrestling. So continue to talk and enjoy the world of professional wrestling because it is growing by the days.
Yeah, we're sidearm booking all throughout the week and We Talk Wrestling, and then you
dude, all day.
all day, all week. We all day. And so we're planning on having another big November, guys. I'm going to be trying to get some things in the works, and we'll make those announcements in the weeks to come. But all I know is that next week we will be back. Episode number 212, the Dirty Heel Lost the Cage, will be back with us. What will we do? We don't know, but you can tune in to our everybody on X, everybody on Facebook, where we make our announcements at. And I guess I should be making them like on Instagram too, but I just get like sidetracked and I go, ooh, squirrel. And then I don't post anything. So
that's fair.
Or I just get kind of busy.
I do the same thing with Good Brother Gaming, so don't feel bad.
Either that, I can just market it that I'm old and lazy and mentally tired. Because I forget. But with that note, we thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight. And we will be back. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our little Halloween shenanigans tonight.
Shenanigans.
Decorations.
I'm going to go put Tom on a wall.
Well, if you didn't catch the beginning, there you go. Here's a little bit of taste of that video. Next week, every Sunday, 9 p.m. Central.
Hey, GQ.
Sorry about the toilet paper.
You forgot the toilet paper.
Gotta wipe with your finger. I'm an idiot.
We love you guys.
Have a good night.
Miss you, GQ.
Hey, guys. Remember, kids, trick-or-treating. Have your parents check your candy. But be safe and enjoy yourselves. And have a great Halloween. We'll see you here next Sunday night.
That's code for parents for taking your candy.
Don't get it out of a van.
You can't say that, dude.
Candy's always free.